I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with Death Mark and we are in the bonus chapter after the main story ends. We are investigating a love hotel whose owner has disappeared and there's some Red Riding Hood urban legend going around that is causing people to disappear. So that is what we are investigating. And we are currently actually not very far in the hotel because it was quite long of an intro into the chapter. I think they wanted to give us some time to reconnect with characters we had already seen. But we are here, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we are currently on the second floor hall. We did go up to the third floor, and there was a credit card, so I want to try to unlock the door, or the cabinet in this room, because I think we might be able to. We found a credit card, and I think we might be able to use it. I take out the credit card, but what do I do with it? Okay, so no. I was thinking this cabinet, like this little bedside table, is locked, and I was thinking we could use a credit card to get it open, but apparently not. So, I guess let's go up. Okay, no. Go back. We have to go back. And then go up. So let's go up. And then we were already on this floor, so I want to go up again. I take the stairs and exit out into the hallway. Wait, what? Haru suddenly shouts. Isn't this the third floor? Don't be ridiculous. You're just imagining things. I'm sure she's just mistaken. I shine the flashlight at the number plaque. It says we're on the third floor again. Haru's face goes completely pale. Absurd. We just came up from the third floor. We definitely just climbed up from the third floor to the fourth. So why are we back on the third floor? It might just be a weird fluke. Let's try again. Right. We climb the stairs again, like actors in a play. But sure enough, we come back out on the third floor. Ah! Impossible. This time, I'm sure It's an optical illusion. That's it. There must be a trick with the lights. Haru has completely lost it. I made absolutely sure that we were heading to the fourth floor from the third. And yet, this is obviously the third floor. If we're not hallucinating and this is real, then there are two possibilities. One is that all the floors above the third floor are intentionally made to look like the third floor. The other is that some mysterious power is stopping people from going to the fourth floor. But telling her that will only make things worse. How about we give up on the fourth floor for now? We'll search the places we can get to. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we did... Let's look at some things again, just in case. I mean, if it's an electrical thing, we should be able to open it. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman walking with a cane. Okay, so that's still the same. You know, we did go in all these rooms. I don't know that we have to do that again, so maybe we can go down back to the lobby. Okay, so let's go down and see what we can do. Okay. Let's check these rooms again. I really think I should be able to open that thing. Maybe we can try this spoon, because I have a spoon too. So let's see. Spoon. Or maybe I have to look at it again. Let's feel it first. The drawer's locked. It seems to be a simple stopper style, like the one you'd find on a writing desk. Okay, let's try the credit card again. Okay, why? Okay. No, I feel like that should work. Let's try this. Okay, I have no idea. It looks pretty cheap, but seems to be in decent enough shape. When I take a closer look, it looks like a spot of crack between the drawer and the top. Oh. It looks like I had just had to look at it more to get it to do something. The object flashing inside seems to be a lock stopper. If I stick something thin in there, I might be able to break the clasp and open it. Okay, there we go. Now it lets me do it. My mind made up, I take out the credit card. What are you doing with that credit card? I want to try something. I don't know if it'll work, though. I slowly push the card into the locked gap between the drawer and the top. It's a narrow fit, but I am able to slide it without any resistance. The stopper is directly ahead. So if I keep sliding the card, there's a tiny bit of resistance, then it abruptly unlocks. Wow, nice work. Truly the pinnacle of monkey evolution. Is that really a compliment? In any case, I open the drawer to find. Got Mask Guestbook 201 Mini Massager. A battery-operated massager, huh? Well, I'll leave its use up to the imagination. So there are more guest books after all. Let's see. What does it say? No, I'll look through this one. I firmly take the guest book from Hiru. I just learned that it's better not to let her see anything too shocking. Aw, come on, I want to read through it for future reference. Our investigation takes priority. I quickly flip through the pages looking for a clue similar to what we found earlier. It doesn't take me long to find it. It's the last entry in this guest book, just like the other one we found. Something's up. The fuzz hasn't come. Did Ko really tattle? Mr. N is acting normally, too. Sa hasn't been to school recently. That's all I can make out. Sounds like the one we read earlier. This fully supports my earlier theory. Yeah, I guess so. There was definitely criminal activity going on here. Those vivid entries prove it. But why wasn't this reported? Good question. This entry makes it sound like she was being backed into a corner. Someone was plainly threatening to tattle, and it was someone they knew, too. They wouldn't be this shaken otherwise. And supposedly this person reported it to Teach, too. And the entry says that in the end, the fuzz, aka the police, never came. We can't come to a conclusion just yet. All we can do is speculate. We both freeze for a moment. All is silent. Was there a noise from above just now? Yeah. Someone might be above us. On the third floor? No one was around when we were there earlier. Should we go see? I silently nod. Okay, let's leave. We do still have the other room in here where there was something under the bed that we couldn't get to. Okay, let's go up. The instant I set foot on the third floor, I suddenly get a chill and stop in my tracks. Did you find something? No, nothing. Just as I'm replying to Hiru, Sir. I hear a voice from behind me. I quickly turn around and shine my flashlight. But all that's there is a door to the emergency stairs that we came from. There's no one there. What's wrong? Did you not hear that voice? A girl's. The metal door screeches like a scream and... Suddenly a girl in a solid red raincoat is standing in front of us. There she is! Wait, she's human! That ghost story was an utter lie! Hiru, shh! Be quiet, I can hear something. Huh? A slithering whisper of a voice sneaks up to me. It's the voice of the girl in the raincoat. I'm so happy. I knew it. I'm so glad I trusted you, sir. Sir? Hiru gives me an odd look from beside me at my muttering. It seems she can't hear the voice at all. I knew it. I knew you'd come. But sir, who is that woman? The echoey voice is like ice. But strangely enough, I don't feel hatred in it. Just sadness, regret, and a quiet plea. I'm going to make sure. Make sure? Make sure of what? The logical side of me warns not to get pulled in. The raincoat flutters in a stagnant air. Oh, crap. Okay. Sir, do you come to places like this? Very often? Calm down. That's right. Sir, I'm someone she respects. If I were someone she respects, how would I reply? Well, I mean, if they were doing, like, teen girl stuff, we wouldn't want that. It's my first time sometimes. I come with my wife, because that's respectable. Okay. Yes, of course. Hey, sir, could you tell me, please? Another teacher told me that I am heartless and don't treasure my friends. But if something's wrong, then it's wrong. What am I supposed to do? Which is more important, friends or what's right? Well, she clearly picked what's right, so we're gonna agree with her. So, what's right? Tell me one more thing, please. When people are selling and buying bad things, then who's in the wrong? The world? Oh no, it was wrong? I survived, though. I'm so happy. You're really him. All the immoral people died. I can just glimpse a twisted smile under the darkness of her hood. Who is this sir? More importantly, who in the world is this girl? I hope I get more soul power, because I can't afford to lose any more, apparently. Questions swirl around in my head. In that second of hesitation, the figure of the girl sways like a pendulum and disappears into the staircase. And... Wait, you! Hiru dashes madly after her. Hiru, don't go! I desperately call after her, but there's no reply. Her footsteps echo sharply up the stairs. Shit. I better follow her. New info is added to the spirit file. Encounter with Red Riding Hood? Okay, I'm kind of kind of upset that I lost all that soul power. Let's go up. It said she was going up. I expected it, but sure enough, I'm back on the 3rd floor hallway. There doesn't seem to be a way to go up to a higher floor in this hotel. Some mysterious powers at work here. But Hiru dashed off to head upstairs from the 3rd floor. Maybe she's still on this floor then. If it's impossible to get to the 4th floor, then Hiru could still be on this one. Okay, well, I guess let's check the rooms, make sure. I step inside the guest room. Something's not right here. Are these spider webs? When I entered the room just a little while ago with Hiru, these weren't here at all. It's hard to believe it, but the room is covered in spider webs now. I hear the bathroom door open. Hiru? So this is where you were. Hey, Hiru? Are you listening to me? She's acting strangely. Concerned, I move closer when she suddenly starts taking off her clothes. Hey. Then she looks at me seductively from on top of the bed covered in spider webs. Hee, I was waiting for you. I've been waiting for you for so long. What are you doing? Every word from her lips drips honey. In contrast, my voice only gets shriller. This is so not like her at all. Is this really the same Hiru? Kazuo. Hiru gracefully slides over the bed and beckons me suggestively. What are you trying to say? Do you understand the situation we're in? Hee, what does that matter? You're here, I'm here, isn't that enough? Is she being possessed? Her pale thighs glow on the bedsheet as she poses seductively. She almost looks like a spider preparing to strike at her prey. Live or die. We're all alone. Don't hold back. Take a good look. The red raincoat flashes before my eyes. Could it be Hiru is acting like this because... Is she continuing the questions from earlier? In that case, a clue would be... Remember, what did she say before? Go on, look. Okay, good, I got my soul power back. Okay, good. Hee, how cute. Cough, cough. Hiru suddenly starts coughing violently. It's hard to breathe. Please, my back. Okay, well, we don't want to do anything suggestive. So that seems like the least. The instant I touch her, her coughing stops. That feels good. But I know. Hiru suddenly lowers her voice. I tried hard during college and at work not to lose to men. But I'm all alone in the end. No one ever looks my way. I'm sure you're not interested in someone like me either, Kazuo. Nope, I'm not. I'm not. I like younger girls. I like mature women. I depend on you. Okay, that sounds better. Because we're making this about responsibility. Responsibility. Okay. Good choices. A lot of laughing. Hiru's shrill laugh pitches into madness. Hey, get it together. I shake her shoulders repeatedly, but she doesn't reply. It can't be. Is she... Her personality has suddenly and dramatically shifted, and this crazy laughter. Cold sweat drips down my neck. This is almost like... What's going on? Is someone in here? Diamond, you came. Sorry I'm late. I rushed over as soon as the emergency patient was stable. Did something happen? I'm not sure, but I quickly tell Diamond what's going on. He swiftly examines the laughing Hiru and turns to me with his findings. No physical trauma, but her mind's confused. She needs to be hospitalized. We're on the 3rd floor. How do we get her out? I've learned to patient carry. We just need to get her on our backs. Come, we need to hurry. If she's been poisoned, then time is everything. Right, I'll help. It was a bizarre and horrible night. In the end, Hiru kept cackling as we carried her out of the hotel. We put her in an ambulance and Diamond rode with her to his hospital. The siren blasts through the night. Exhaustion bears down on me and I find that I need to sit down. When I come back to my senses and look up, the rain has already stopped. The moment I get back to the mansion, I collapse on the sofa. Kuh. Fury rises within me, without an outlet. Why? Why is this happening again? I'm sure I sealed Mary. So then, why? Why again? The image of Hiru earlier fixes in my mind. I have to do something. Something. Her shrill laugh echoes in my ears. Use talk to continue to the next day. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and continue. Because I don't think we have anything else to do. That's right, I have to investigate again tomorrow. Once I'm done looking things up, I should go to bed early. I hear the rumble of something heavy moving around as I'm half asleep. Is someone here? My brain is too sluggish for thought. I couldn't say how long I slept. I remember it being dawn, but a loud noise makes me spring upright. Young eyes are staring at me. I'm so sorry. I woke you up. Suzu? What are you doing here? The room was messy, so I thought I'd clean it for you. Sorry I didn't ask permission first. That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, are you awake? Geez, are you a little too careless? Christy, you're here too? She shrugs and sighs dramatically, very nearly rolling her eyes at me. You left the front door unlocked. Were you out investigating until late? It's not good to sleep on the sofa. I guess I didn't have the energy to make it up to my bedroom last night. Was I that tired? Yeah, something like that. Take better care of yourself. Oh, do you want some coffee? No, I'm fine for now. More importantly, why are you here? Christy glances over at me and huffs. I'm dropping off reports from Mr. Detective. Mr. Detective? It must be research from Mashida's case. But who'd have thought Christy would listen to a request from Mashida? That man is the worst. The attitude he has when asking for a favor. If I didn't owe you, I'd have flat out told him no. Guess she didn't agree because she wanted to. I understand, but why is Suzu here too? I told her about my visit and invited her. We exchanged numbers a while back. Yes, she certainly surprised me, suddenly asking to be friends. It's the first time I've been friends with an adult. Christy whispers to me. I mean, I can't help but be worried. I have to make sure that creepy otaku isn't doing anything weird to her. They go after children sometimes. So that's why. She was worried because Ida's so forward. No, more likely because Suzu's too innocent. but I'm a little relieved. You didn't seem very well when I was here before, so I've been worried. I'm much better now? I'm glad to hear that. I wish Ida could have come with us, but he was working at the factory today. So it sounds like Ida started working seriously. It's never too late to start something. I hope he tries hard. So moving on to the matter at hand. You heard how the owner of that hotel went missing, right? I have connections with the copy editor of that article, so I asked her. And sure enough, her expression clouds over. The hotel and rumors of its illegal services were juicy news for the media. They even knew that there was a mediator organization managing it. The reporters looking into the flow of cash actually got some concrete proof. This telling of the story is fascinating because Christy used to be in the media herself. The things recorded in the guest books we found may have been connected. But before we talk more about it... Suzu, sorry, but would you mind doing more cleaning? I've been putting it off for a long time, so the second floor is a giant mess, too. Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll borrow your cleaning supplies then. Suzu skips up the stairs. Christy seems to immediately catch on. Not exactly a topic for kids' ears, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No, it really is messy up there. Anyway, tell me more. Yes, so the media at the time should have been pursuing the heart of the matter, but... It's like the case was hardly reported on. The media caught wind of the story, so the police should have been briefed on it as well. And yet what took place is Masquerade is shrouded in darkness. I think that's supposed to say, and what took place at Masquerade is shrouded in darkness. It seems something's behind all this. Behind? How do you mean? I don't know if this is true or not, but they had a whole list of all the Masquerade's customers. Famous politicians and businessmen were on it. And that reporter who got the proof up and went missing. A number of freelancers on the case also went missing, apparently. That's horrible. Those are the only words I can find to describe it. You're telling me. It's an outrage to silence those who are seeking the truth. It's bad, but it'd at least be a little better if it was the work of regular humans. The work of regular humans? What do you mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. The truth is, I tell Christy about what happened yesterday. What we found in the hotel and what happened to Hiru. The color drains from Christy's face until she's as white as a sheet. Suzu, we're leaving! With her sudden yell, Christy stands up and prepares to leave. What? What's wrong? No one told me. What? No one said a single thing about spirits like that being involved. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I'm never going to face a spirit again. And I'm not just thinking about me. I don't want Suzu going through that either. Thinking about it, it makes sense. No one has the right to drag Christy and Suzu into a case like this, especially me. It's not like we did the other ones to her. I mean, I guess we kind of did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you involved. The research you've done is enough, so don't concern yourself about it anymore. Christy looks at me in stunned surprise. No, I should be the one apologizing. I owe you. You did everything you could to save us, but we... Is something the matter? Suzu re-enters the room, head tilted in confusion. I just remembered something I have to do, so we have to leave. Sorry. You can keep cleaning next time, okay? Okay, I understand. Suzu nods, though she looks suspicious. She's very perceptive. She has to have picked up on the strained air between us. Well then, see you, Mr. Yoshiki. Right, thanks for coming all this way. You are a great help. I'm very grateful. Christy quickly bows to me, her expression inscrutable. Excuse us. I'll come again sometime, okay? Susie puts her hands together and bows politely. Then she whispers in my ear so Christy can't overhear. I'm so sorry, I caught a little bit of what you were talking about earlier. So I contacted Ida. I'm sure he'll be helpful. Oh. To be honest, I can't imagine Ida being very useful. But Suzu has good intentions, so I nod. Thanks, that helps. I do my best to smile as I see them out of the mansion. I need to get ready soon and head out. New info is added to the spirit file. Christie's information. Okay, so I guess we just have to go back? Go back to the hotel? Okay, so let's go to Masquerade. I didn't think it would go for 2 days straight, but it was sprinkling again tonight. Gotta set the mood for the investigation, huh? Mother Nature is just taunting me. As the time comes to get the search started, 2 figures finally appear. Hey, right on time. Did you get any sleep? Diamond looks exhausted, probably as a result of everything that happened last night. Howdy, it's my turn today. Do this, we shall. Banshee? I honestly never expected Banshee Ito to come help. But he definitely has some spiritual powers. Yasuoka's judgment is on point. But more importantly, how is Hiru doing? She's stable, she's showing no adverse symptoms. But she hasn't regained consciousness and she's exhausted a lot of energy. Even being optimistic, it isn't good. At this rate, her life could be in danger. Is that so? I was prepared for bad news, but the situation sounds exceedingly dire laid out like that. The problem is we don't know the cause. We suspect poison, but without knowing what kind, there's nothing we can do. What's worse is we can't find a puncture wound for the injection point. You can't give her serum? Isn't that normally what you give patients when there's poison? Diamond looks exasperated, or rather frustrated as he shakes his head. So just try random antitoxins? Sure, if you want to kill her, go ahead. Even if we could get our hands on the poison, it takes some time to create a serum. We'd be too late. So there's nothing we can do. If we just had some kind of clue. I look up at the hotel, basked in a sea of neon. There isn't much hope, but we cannot despair either. Oh, that's right, just so you know. Diamond looks over at me. There was no mark on Hiru's body. I see. Which means that the nightmare isn't starting again. I sigh in relief, the frozen chunk of fear in my chest melting away. I did some investigating on that myself, actually. I went to the warehouse last night. And what did you find? Nothing had changed. That Polonia box was still sealed. Is that right? Phew, well, that's good. That's the first good news I've heard in a while. Come on, you two. How long are you going to stand around chit-chatting? Let's get going already. Right. Sorry for making you wait. This is everyone for today, right? I hesitate for a second as Ida comes to mind. But this is all of us. Let's get started. Good. Time to get a move on. He's so energetic that it's more worrying than reassuring. Why is Banshee this fired up? Just an FYI, old man. This place may be abandoned, but stealing is a crime. An ex-detective gave us the request. If you do anything illegal... How dare you? I don't go around stealing things. I'm helping out of the goodness of my heart. Anyway, who cares about that? Let's get to searching. Sounds like Diamond hit the bullseye. Banshee rushes ahead into the hotel as if trying to get away. As troublesome as ever. Well, he's at least reliable at times like these. By the way, Ishiki, may I ask you to do something for me? No need to be so formal about it. If something were to happen to me, please move Hiro to another hospital at once. I've spoken to another doctor I know. Okay. Then if I start acting strangely, I'll leave myself in your hands, Diamond. Yes, of course. And what will we do if we're both done in? Good question. Guess it'll be up to that grumpy detective. Right, let's have him take care of it. Come on, we can't let that guy wander alone. Okay, and there's nothing to look at outside. So let's go ahead and go in. Whoa, it's still all fancy in here. Banshee's cheerful voice hits us as soon as we step inside. Maybe I could make this my second home. Oh, what's this glass case about? Talking to himself, he starts rummaging around. I already warned you once, old man. We're not here to play. I don't think Banshee's listening. As Banshee putters around by himself, he reminds me of what happened to Hiro yesterday. We should stick together as much as possible. It's dangerous to go alone. Yeah, you're right. Hey, old man, are you listening? I have ears. He hears us all right, but clearly won't listen. Good grief. So, Yoshiki, you searched up to the 3rd floor yesterday? Which means we should look through the 4th floor and above today. Yeah, that's right, but is there a problem with that plan? When we went up the stairs to the 4th floor, we just ended up back on the 3rd again. I tell them about the mysterious phenomenon we encountered yesterday. Are you sure you weren't just confused? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was real. Then we're in trouble. Is there no other way to get to the 4th floor? What are you talking about? There's a way right over there. Easy. Banshee unexpectedly butts in. What do you mean? That thing right there, see? Do you bumpkins not know what an elevator is? Diamond lets out an irritated groan. Old man, you know elevators need electricity to work, don't you? Do you think this hotel has any power? If there ain't any, then all you have to do is make it so there is. There are devices that control electricity. I should know. I'm an expert. Oh, really? Is that so? Diamond sighs. I think he's lost the will to argue. Guess I'll just have to find the device thing myself then. He heads off, and after I told him not to wander away from the others. I just asked you not to go off by yourself. Banshee, I'm begging you, stay. I don't get to finish my sentence. A splitting pain pierces my head, and I fall to my knees. Ugh. Ishiki, what's wrong? My head, suddenly. Do you get chronic migraines? Do you have any medicine on you? No, I don't think that's it. My head is just throbbing. A pulsing headache? If you don't have any medicine, then icing it is best. I'll go buy something from the vending machine. Sit here until I come back. Don't try to stand. You could fall over. I sink to the floor, unable to even reply. Before long, Diamond returns with a cold bottle of water, but strangely enough, my headache completely vanished while he was gone. It's hard to believe that a pain that intense would disappear so easily, but it did. Diamond doesn't seem particularly surprised when I tell him. No, it's not that odd. After all, we haven't clarified what caused the headache in the first place. I'm sure it's just exhaustion. You didn't sleep much yesterday, did you? That's true. I can't exactly say I got much rest. When you're under continuous stress, it's possible to get sudden headaches. Once you get home, you should take a bath or something to relax. Okay, I'll try that. All of that's common sense, but it carries weight coming from a doctor. By the way, Diamond looks around puzzled. Where's Old Man Banshee? Huh? I whip my head around, searching, but Banshee is nowhere to be found. Geez, already I give up. We'll find him soon? Let's hope so. I'm quite worried. But there's nothing we can do. We'll let him do what he wants. As long as it's a proper investigation, the detective should have no complaints. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So let's go up the stairs again. There was the room that had the bed that we couldn't get under before, but we could probably do it now. So let's try that. This one is not covered in spider webs, but let's... Oh, there's something here. The trash can has a giant crack in it. Probably happened when it was knocked over. Okay, it's not letting me touch that, but I guess maybe examine it again? Okay. So let's do this. I tried pulling on it, but it doesn't budge. I'll have to lift the bed a little if I want to get it out. What do you think? Can you lift this? Well, I can at least hold it up. I'll just have to give it a try. Make sure you don't hurt your back. 1, 2, 3. We both lift the bed up together. I managed to drag the object out with my foot. I've got it. We can put it down now. Phew, I worked up a sweat. So what did you find? Got contraceptive. Strange it hasn't been found until now. Well, at least it hasn't been used. Okay. I guess let's go up and see if we can get to the 4th floor. It's an object with an iron cover. Okay, I keep thinking I wonder if he's in any of these rooms. This was the spiderweb room. I wonder if there's anything else to find in here now. Because this was the room we found Hiru in, I think. Let's go back. It's a door to the elevator. I tried pulling on the elevator door. It moves slightly if I put all my weight into it. Based on what I can see from the window, the elevator isn't on this floor. Opening it just makes it easier to fall to the bottom. Okay, so I guess the elevator was probably on the... I think they said the elevator was on the 2nd floor. So let's go down to the 2nd floor and try to open it. Because we were able to lift the bed, we may be able to get the elevator open. I tried pulling on the elevator door. It moves slightly if I put all my weight into it. It's impossible to open it alone, but if I had some help, I might be able to force it open. Want to give it a try? Lend me a hand. Alright, I'll show you what I'm capable of now that I've gotten healthier. On my count. 1, 2. We muster all of our strength and try 2 or 3 times to force the doors open. Then... Whoa. There's the sound of something snapping and the door suddenly slides open. Did we break it? Maybe. It's probably still okay. But now we can search inside the elevator. Let's go on in. That just generally seems a bit ill-advised. Manually opening the door with my hands and stepping in feels really weird. Diamond conscientiously closes the door once he comes inside. Doesn't leaving an elevator door open concern you? Ah, true. I think it was just a habit that I didn't think about it. Still, are those spider webs on the ceiling? Yeah, looks like it. An enclosed area such as this would be a good place to spin a web. Now then, where should we check first? Well, let's check the spider web. There are cables coming out of the hole in the top. Looks like a light used to be here, but it was taken down for whatever reason. There's a small keyhole above the operating buttons. I touch the keyhole. It seems like when it's turned, it will switch something. Okay, well, I don't have a key. I mean, I have the emergency key. I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it to the on position, but I can't turn it. It doesn't seem lubricated enough. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key, but you might need to put some oil on it. Okay. Well, I don't have any oil. It's an elevator button panel. Let's feel it. There are buttons for the first floor to the 5th. I push one of the buttons. As I thought, nothing happens. Okay, and there was something over here. It's a hotel floor guide. It lists room numbers from the 1st floor to the 6th. Touching it coats my fingers with dust. So the VIP room is on the 6th floor. It's the only one with a different color. Wait, is it just me or is something off? It is indeed odd. The buttons only go up to the 5th floor. And yet, the floor guide says there's a 6th floor. That's quite concerning. Maybe you can only get to the 6th floor by using the stairs? I don't think so. It says 6th floor has a deluxe suite. I've never heard of a VIP room that you can only get to using stairs. That's a good point. They wouldn't make their guest of honor use the stairs. But then, what does this discrepancy mean? I suddenly remember how Banshee was fixated on the elevator. Like he somehow knew it held a secret all along. In the end, we'll just have to try to get it moving. Huh? Get what moving? This elevator, like what Banshee was saying. Diamond stares at me, his face a mask of utter disbelief. You know Banshee has mysterious powers. Maybe we just need to bet on them. Though his idea has a huge hole in it. The problem is, how are we going to get it to move? I don't have the slightest idea. I see now. I thought he was going to get irritated with me, but Diamond thinks about something for a while. Then he slowly starts talking. Ishiki, to be honest, I've been giving it a lot of thought since then. A lot of thoughts to what? Why we survived. Or more, why the spirits were vanquished. I've been considering the reason. It's surprising to hear him talk about that. He speaks as if recounting something painful. The reason why. It's clear that nothing physical was behind it. I get the feeling they were vanquished for a more meaningful reason. Otherwise, that soldier wouldn't have crumbled just from one hit with a chisel. Which leads me to one answer. The fights we experienced with the spirits weren't actual fights. More rituals with certain conventions. Rituals. Yes, just like religious ceremonies, rituals that are presented to the spirits. A ritual is a reenactment of something. Obviously, it doesn't actually take place. But maybe going through the motions satisfies those on the other side. Then one's purpose is accomplished. In our case, the spirits were vanquished. Then the marks disappeared. It's all conceptual, but it's a convincing argument, especially for those with personal experience. For example, we vanquished Hanahiko with lipstick and a hand mirror, but we were essentially reenacting his memories of his mother. And if you define a ritual as reenactment, then that'd mean our fights were rituals. I understand that, but how does that relate to now? We must fix the elevator, that much is clear. But perhaps we only need a ritual, in other words, go through the motions. So he's saying we need to perform some kind of ritual to get the elevator moving? It's almost like playing house. This isn't playtime. Rituals are serious. No adult would get excited over a groundbreaking ceremony. Ah, true. If this is the work of a being caught up in some delusion, like the spirits, a ritual might make something happen. The investigation was entrusted to you, therefore I leave the decision to you. New info was added to the spirit file. Repairing ritual. Okay, well let's get out of the elevator then, because we need to turn it on. Okay, well I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Unfortunately, we did not get finished with this chapter, but hopefully it will be the next one. So, yeah, that is everything, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!